Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Pillars of
Alright then.
Eternity. Wir gucken jetzt nochmal bei den Händlern vorbei. Fischi. Weiß gar nicht, ob wir hier mal gedingst haben. Nicht, dass das irgendeinen Effekt hätte. Igrun. Okay, Shatterstar. Annihilation. Aua, okay. Plus ein Enemy engaged. Nett. Two-handed Pike, okay. Ja, das ist auch nicht schlecht. The Lady's Hand. Ein Zepter. Das ist ja auch mal Schwachsinn. Oh, naja. Das Ding ist magisch, wieso auch immer. Jo, dann werde ich ja mal jetzt die Sachen verkaufen aus dem Lager. Erstmal alles, was nicht magisch ist. Außer die Schusswaffen. Poleaxe. Naja. Na, die behalte ich mal. Die gebe ich eventuell dem Droiden statt den... Nee. Der benutzt weiter die Speere. Zing, 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 zing. Weg damit. So, wir haben Fine Sword, Whispers of Yenwood. Das war Spirit Dings Will abgezogen. Naja, behalte ich mal, aber das kann weg. Fine Warbow. Naja. Fine Hatchet. S-Stock weg. Weg. Gauns Share. Das war das mit diesem Damage to Endurance. Auch mit Endurance das. Wobei, das kann ich eventuell der Tante mit den beiden Deutschen geben. Muss ich gleich mal schauen. Fine Rapier. Sword. Dagger. Dagger. Okay, 3000. Dann haben wir aber auch noch Rüstungen. Da verkaufe ich jetzt einfach alles. Außer die eine magische. Die sind sowieso nichts wert. Trade. Bam. So, dann... Fine Dagger. Busch. Das Ding ist ja auch fast. Das macht keinen Sinn. Die Dagger, die haben halt zusätzlich Accuracy, glaube ich. Plus 5, plus 4. Ah, das hat das Ding nicht. Nee, dann machen wir das. Nehmen wir das nicht. Dem gebe ich aber jetzt doch die Waffe hier. Durance's Stuff. Burn Damage. Aber... Ne. Weg. Okay. Haben wir das? Da waren noch diese Banditen drin, aber da bleibe ich mal von weg. Dann könnten wir nach Brackenburry oder wir könnten mal in Andras Gift diesen einen Kampf noch machen.
Hey.
Ich guck mal, wie viele Zauber haben die denn?
Yes.
Ja, müssen wir hier gucken. Das ist fast nichts. Der hat auch nix. Der hat noch einiges und die kann ja sowieso casten. Ja.
Ready.
Na, gehen wir erstmal hier nach Brackenburry erkunden. Dann schauen wir mal weiter. Brackenburry. Jawohl, 12 Minuten. Ja, in den Hintergrundbildern hätten sie so Skizzen genommen und so. Diese Bilder, die da immer gezeigt werden, die sehen immer sehr billig aus. Eine sehr vertikale Karte. Mit vertikal meine ich natürlich horizontal. The Chart Barrel. Wir gehen jetzt erstmal. Haben wir hier
They
noch
shall see
irgendwas?
nothing while I see much.
Aha. Was sagt eigentlich die Erfahrung? Ist auch nur ein bisschen was.
Right.
A mortared stone wall is sheltered by the thieves. No. Eaves. The mortared stone wall is sheltered by the eaves. A knotty green vine climbs all the way up to an open window. Two ornate shutters seem to beckon you in. Toss the grappling hook to the window. Test the vines, climb the vines, leave. Gehen wir erstmal darin und gucken, was das überhaupt für ein Gebäude ist. If you would like to experience the game in a different language, you can do so through the options menu. Ja, nein, danke. Raymond Guard, Raymond Servant, Raymond Guard. Was ist denn das? Speak softly around the Lord's daughter, Lynette. She's sensitive. The master and his guards don't take kindly to uninvited guests. Das ist mir zum Beispiel egal.
Steady does it.
Dann schleiche ich halt. The labels are perfectly angled outwards, a boast and array of fine vintages. However, they are all coated in dust. Lynette. Hallo, Lynette. Father never reads to me. He's always busy with his own books. Ist ja dramatisch. Da ist nix. Da kann man nicht. Raymond Servant. Doesn't like it when the servants talk to his guests. The servant pauses from his tasks to bow, avoiding eye contact. Lord Raymond! Hallo! Lord Raymond holds a shipping manifest in his well-manicured hands. Despite his expensive clothes, he has the shallow complexion and restless air of a man who devotes all of his days and most of his nights to work. If you have business to discuss, make an appointment with the attendant. I don't have time for unexpected visitors. Tell me about yourself. He snaps the pages in his hands. I am lord of this house. I am not prone to idle chatter. If you have no business here, I suggest you be off. He doesn't look up from his papers. Können wir hier irgendwas mitnehmen? The ledger lists quantities of wheat, copper, and wool. A deep crease along the spine suggests that the book never closes. Da ist ja sicher nichts dagegen, wenn wir uns auch oben mal umsehen. The old serving woman regards with you bleary eyes. Begging your pardon, but I'm afraid I have to ask you to return downstairs. Visitors aren't permitted on the upper floor. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. Back at her, cruel. Go back downstairs. Na dann klettern wir halt rein. Auch wenn ich keine Ahnung habe, wieso ich das machen sollte. Wahrscheinlich einfach nur, weil ich es kann. Grappling hook. You cast a grappling hook and it catches on the windowsill. The rope remains taut as you put your weight on it. Climb the rope. Bracing your legs against the wall, you climb the rope. You perch atop the window and steady yourself against the frame while the breeze cools your back. You detect movement inside the house. Blinking as your eyes adjust to the dim interior, you'll slip inside the manor.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Gehört ja niemandem, kann ich also mitnehmen. Attack Speed and Endurance for per seconds. Potion of Merciless Gaze. Hits convert to crits. Das lohnt sich dann noch nicht mal, das zu trinken. Da können wir uns Lager schicken. The Light of Dawn, Red Curry, Mortuary, Player, Part, Blasels, Injured Mantles. Okay, brauchen wir nicht.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Worth a look.
Aha. Können wir das anklicken?
Ah.
Find a large shield. danke.
Mhm.
Oh, oh. Ja, solange wie ich hier nicht rein muss, werde ich da auch nicht reingehen. Da sehe ich jetzt gerade nicht so den Sinn drin. Vielleicht für eine Quest, dass man da mal rein muss.
Of course.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Yalistra, the Baldzarka Stuba. Okay. Ich dachte, das wäre ein bärtiger Zwerg gewesen, die Isabel, aber die hatte bloß in die andere Richtung geguckt. Thristwin. The young elf is dressed in goldy robes that he seems ready to cast off. He picks at a heavenly brocade sleeve and continually adjusts the gold chain around his neck. He looks up at you. Did she send you to run me out of town? You can tell her I'm not going anywhere without that medallion. I told Cyril I wouldn't let her sell it. If that's what you're here about, then save yourself the trouble. He puffs up his chest but glances at the exit. What are you talking about? He relaxes. If you have to ask, then you're probably not here to shake me down. Cyril's a courtesan over at the Salty Mast in Andrew's Gifts. We've been working together for over a year now. I find a noble with more money than sense, fill him up with liquor and send him her way. They have a good time and Cyril takes her fee, and a little extra. He rubs his fingers together. 100 coppers here, a trinket there, it's a bounty for us, and these lords and ladies never notice anything missing. That's dishonest. He narrows his eyes. It's surviving, he points a finger, and one ruby ring catches the light. If those nobles have more wealth than they can hang on to, why should they keep it? Ja, und er nicht. Anyway, we always split the bounty until a week ago. He squeezes his lips into a tight frown. She takes a necklace off of some noble. It's an Engwithian medallion, damn near priceless. That relic is sacred to my clan, but she won't part with it for any sum I could afford. He tugs at the gold chain around his neck. And even if I wanted to, I can't go home without it. You are both a couple of cheats, and you're finally getting what you deserve. Good riddance. Tell me more about your situation. He picks at the hem of his sleeve. What do you want to know? What makes this medallion so important to you? I grew up in Air Glanfath with the Shattering Spear clan. The Glanfathans have protected Engwithan ruins for thousands of years, and the one duty the gods ask of us in exchange for the freedom to live as we please. He fidgets with an emerald ring on his pinky. But treasure hunters looted the ruins of our territory, and we left the wilds we'd dwelt in for generations. Most of my clanmates scattered to towns around the Deerwood and probably live on crusts of bread. He looks at his embroidered robes with disgust. Restoring this medallion to the ruins would earn us the gods' forgiveness. The Shattering Spear could go home. Tell me about Cyril. She's a courtesan at the Salty Mast over on Andros Gift. She wasn't born to much, but she's done what she has to in order to escape that. He gazes at a string of amber beds around his wrist. She's a good friend. He folds his arm in his trailing wrinkled sleeves. Without her, I'd probably be living hand to mouth like the rest of the Shattering Spear. But this isn't about her or me. It's about the 40 people in my clan and the way of life we've held to for generations. You seem like you have done well enough for yourself. He clenches his heavily adorned hands. It was this or scraped by in the gutters like the rest of my clan, but I'd give it all for that medallion. I offered too, but it's worth more than anything I've got. And Sarah knows it. I still don't understand why you can't take your money and return to Glanfirth. He sighs, arcing his neatly plucked eyebrows. Of course I could, but I am not talking about logic and practicality. A community isn't a place, it's a connection to history and meaning. He makes circles with his wrist, like an anchor. Defending the ruins for the gods gave us purpose. Without that, we're adrift. Does this make any sense to you? We are duty-bound to be wardens of the builders. We do not put relics and riches on a scale and weigh one with the other. Abandoning the search for the medallion is abandoning his way of life. I'm not sure yet. He looks at you almost with pity. I don't know how else to explain it. That's all I wanted to ask. So, will you help me to get this medallion? You're both a couple of cheats, and you're finally getting what you deserve. Good riddance. What could you possibly understand about what Sarah and I have worked for? You waves a hand. I don't need help from an outsider like you. Talk to Sarah, the salty maid. The guards in this brawl told me to talk to Mia if I want to sell me to... What cost... So, okay.
I shall be discreet.
Vegetables understudy. And though it may splinter my soul, I will. The scripts and props belong to a production of the most unfortunate tale of Favia and Bernard. Ach, da geht's. Da wollen wir nicht hin.
Gods keep you.
Abelhard Scarion. The man is dressed in neat but functional clothes, has sun-wrinkled skin and limber musculature. Weiß ich, was gemeint ist. Reflect a life spent in the wilderness. Well met. What brings you to the charred barrel? Is this your place? It's my retirement. He thumbs the bar. Used to be a warehouse back when Brackenburry saw more ship traffic, but it fell out of use when the area became mostly residential. I inherited it from some great uncle who'd never had any luck pawning it off on my cousins. Now it's the most popular spot in Brackenburry. The nobles come to unwind and kith from other districts come to mingle. He leans closer. We get a few rough types too, but they behave in here. Sides their coins as good anyone else's. Who are you? I was a cartographer for the Duke for decades. He rubs his neatly stubbed cheek, crossed the White March half a dozen times and mapped most of the ruins of Thane Bock. He grins, flashing a gold tooth. A good career, but one suited to younger men. When I came back to Defiance Bay for good, Cliver and a few other friends in the Knights helped me get the rights to refurbish this place. There's strong ale, quality entertainment and a fresh sea breeze. He raises a mug. What more could a man want? Show me your menu. Yum. Wir könnten diese Supplies kaufen. Dragon Meat Dish. Aha. Ja, könnte man halt kaufen. Das kostet 5000. Das lohnt sich ja mal so gar nicht. Camping Supplies könnten wir... Könnten wir auch... Ja komm, kaufen wir mal 2. Haben wir sie.
How do you do?
Are there any adventures I could hire? Let's see your rooms. Was hat der für Räume, Perception, Survival und 4 Intellekt? 4 Intellekt ist schon krass. Please don't track dirt into my kitchen. The patrons here are particular. Bandits. Bandit leader.
Keeping quiet.
Hallo. Just having a little chat with my associates. Ich speichere mal und dann gehe ich mal da dran.
And what does the flame reveal?
Das ist so nix. Pale yellow and deep amber whiskies from the deer woods and living lands rest side by side.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I shall be discreet.
Pirates. Maimed. Maimed watches you through kohl-rimmed eyes. She puts her hands on the hilt of her blade, jangling the jewels that hang from her wrist. We don't know each other, stranger. Best we keep it that way. What brings you to the charred barrel? Maimed raises an eyebrow. What's it look like? A good wine and a little peace and quiet. She flips a copper coin with her thumb. And Scarion doesn't ask too many questions. You don't seem like a Brackenburry local. I'm a sailor. She gives you a half smile. And a liberator of certain goods. Maimed casually fingers a large earring. And the nice thing about the snobs here is that they're usually too polite to ask more. Where are we going?
Nice and slow.
Nice and slow. Immer sicher wieder ein Buch. Geld, immer mit. Blub, blub. 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 Und
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
this ashtray is painted with the colorful waves and whirls in the style of Rautai. Und haben wir hier noch was? Nobel, Nobel. Nö. Weiter geht's.
Nice and slow.
Hey. Course.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Neat. Edred House, Andras Gift, Sanitarium. Haus Dömenel. Da haben wir uns ja Freunde gemacht.
Nice and quiet.
Hatte ich die jetzt schon angesprochen? Jetzt habe ich es jedenfalls. Dann gehen wir da mal rein. Dann gucken wir, ob wir da herzlich begrüßt werden.
Hail, traveler.
The burly guard eyes you warily. I don't recognize you. What business do you have with House Terminal? Ja, ich habe hier also ein paar Leute von euch umgebracht. To loot the place and kill anyone in my way. Tell me about Ausserdem. It's an old and respected family. Much of Defiant's base prosperity is due to Dominal's business activities. Now, do you have any further business here? Farewell. I will see you out. Ah, okay.
Nice and slow.
The marble is cool and perfectly smooth. Droplets of crystal clear water bread the statues. As you... Okay, ist ja wieder hier so ein... Okay. Das ist wieder irgendwessen Haus. The Adret House, ein bisschen größer als gedacht. The marble at the base has been worn smooth by the passages of hundreds of feet. Yes, I'm certain. Klurren.
Greetings.
The All-in Man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His weary hair stands nearly on end, and his ears prick up as you approach. You carry whispers, cat noir, gilded veil, old voices indeed. How did you know? The All-in grins, revealing a row of dagger-pointed teeth. As a cipher, it is my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. Ah, wunderbar. What else can you tell me? His ears twitch downward. Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. He regards the table piled with scrolls. What brings you to a Dunrid row? Show him Penhelm's evident. Is this evident real? It's signed by you. He holds the page but seems to stare through the words as if at something woven in the fabric of the paper. Curran bares his pointed teeth. I remember Penhelm, a peacock of a man, his mouth dry and hands moist, when I told him he was a soul descendant of an Adrian general, one who'd fought against Hadred's rebellion. He scans the affidavit, a forgery, and not the first I've seen. He hands it back to you. But I have no time for knights and their obsession. Bring this to the commander, Cliver, and show him the seal. He points to the wax stamped by his forged signature. If he compares it with another, you should be able to spot the difference. Elith's gaze flickers to you. Doom a man for the soul the gods gave him seems rather unfair. Ja, aber vielleicht kann ich ihn damit erpressen. It looks as though you could use some help. Corin wags a clawed finger. Not at liberty to discuss my work, unfortunately. Dunrid row ears only. A civilian would need the confidence of Lady Webb before I could share. What are you so busy with? His small, furry hands gesture expansively at the papers before him. Hollowborn, growing unrest, and the ever-present political intrigues. With so many missing souls, missing persons are the least of our concerns these days. Tell me more about your skills. I check for soul connections, looking for lost things, missing things, or troublesome things, particularly where people of power and influence are concerned. I'm a cipher. In Ire Glanfath, we were once known as Rishalgwin, Mindhunters. Nice title, yes, but it wasn't until the Animancers began working with my kind 40 years ago that we truly understood our power. Now we make some of the best detectives in the world. Tracing souls, we can look at a person and see where they have been. Or look at a weapon and see who has touched it. His nose twitches as he looks at you. Useful for solving crimes, as you can imagine. Farewell. Rogue Knight. Cliver. Dann schauen wir uns mal hier weiter um. Da ist nix. Watschel. Nix. Ist so sicher wieder irgendwo ein Buch, oder? Ja. Okay, dann gehen wir halt wieder. Noch hochlaufen.
And what does the flame reveal?
Da kommen wir wahrscheinlich nicht rein. Vielleicht ist da diese Lady Webb. Nope. If Lady Webb wants to see you, we'll send for you. Okay. Dann hätten wir das hier auch. Dann bleibt da auch nicht mehr viel. Uh-huh. Penham's face is white. Just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he had seen someone in the records room. He takes a slow step toward you, extending his hand. Give me the affidavit. I've done nothing to you. His other hand comes to rest next to his sword. Your superiors deserve to know the truth. Cheer up, you always thought you were someone special. Soon everyone will know you are. Don't worry, I'm sure the knights will let you stay to scrap the latrines. You're right, take it. Your superiors, what does this mean to you? Are you serious? This is my career. I've labored years for it, and it all hangs on some coincidence of a past life. Any Diawudian, rich or poor, can aspire to a position in the Crucible Knights. Anyone can rise to the rank of high justice, except for those of us born with the wrong soul. Tell me how that's reasonable. Your superiors deserve to know the truth. What's das? What truth? That over a century ago I was some Adrian who's dust in the ground now? His hands grips the sword pommel. I'll ask you to one more time. Give that back. I'm not interested in fighting you. Then you should have minded your own business. He draws the sword. Don't let you destroy my career. I won't let you destroy my career over this. Und der hat irgendwelche idiotischen Novizen gefunden, dem da beistehen.
Ja?
Die scheinen dieselbe Rüstung anzuhaben wie der. Nur eine Crush Weakness.
Hi?
Huh?
What?
Ja.
Need something?
Blizzard. Machen wir diesen. Dafür müssten wir im Combat sein. Dann kann er einmal schießen.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
What?
How may I help?
And hits with additional effect either.
Hey.
Ja?
Dazed.
How may I help?
Member finishes ability. Alice. Ist das ein... Trifft die alle? Oh.
What?
Der stellt sich mal zurück.
Need something?
Der ist sowieso noch am
How may I
Casten.
help?
Der steht da natürlich sehr, 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 sehr ungünstig. Grieving Mother, Finish Ability. Ja. Das lieber mal darüber. Alice. Der kriegt's aufs Maul. Ah, und übernommen, okay.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Ja.
Greifen wir den an. Ice Strike. Dann greifen wir so normal an. Alice.
How may I help?
Hm?
Da kommt er nicht hin.
We won't show him the wind feather yet!
I?
Need something?
Hm.
How may I help?
Man sieht nicht wirklich, dass da was rübergeht. Aber ich nehme an, dass der engaged ist.
Hey.
What? Curses! Ready.
Hm. Scheiße, jetzt sind ja wieder Leute, die den angreifen.
Hey.
How may I help?
What?
Umgefallen. Ja, es ist auf jeden Fall machbar, aber die Ausgangsposition ist halt scheiße mit dem Magier. Na gut, die muss ich halt direkt wegstellen, dann sollte das eigentlich gehen.
Yes? Indeed.
What? Fine. Yeah?
Hey. Hey.
Bam. Bam.
What?
Bam.
Yeah?
Bam.
Yes?
Ruff.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Need something?
I?
Sack!
Hey.
How may I help?
So.
This one repels my touch.
This one repels my touch. Mhm. Mach du mal.
How may I help?
Yeah?
I?
Yeah? Ready.
Yes?
Paar haben wir jetzt übernommen, oder?
Yeah? Need something? What?
Der Krieger liegt auf dem
Need something?
Boden. Den muss ich auf jeden Fall da unten hin, damit er den engaged.
How may I help?
Das so. Gut, ist engaged. Die ist am Casten. Passt soweit.
I?
Dahin.
I?
Naja.
Need something?
Hey.
What?
Yes?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Gucken, ob wir da was rausholen
What?
können.
Hey.
Sehr gut.
Yes?
Gerade pures Chaos. Okay.
Ja?
Der ist da engaged,
Yes.
der wird da nicht rauskommen.
Ja.
I?
Ready. Ah!
How may I help?
What?
Gut, dadurch, dass er keine Nahkampfwaffe hat, kann er natürlich auch nicht mehr engagen.
I?
Ja.
Was? Oh, überhaupt keinen Sinn. Machen wir den
How
kaputt.
may I help? I?
Drehen die anderen sich gleich alle um und dann gibt's sowieso erstmal eins auf die Nase.
How may I help?
Okay, der ist im Kampf verwickelt. Nehmen wir die Waffe. Du läufst zu dem da hinten.
Ready.
Ja.
Da habe ich, glaube ich, den falschen zersplittert. Oder stand er im Weg?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Naja, macht mal. Jo. Kaputt. Looten. Quest-Item. Return to Osric.
Of course.
Und zu diesen Hoshis können wir auch nochmal laufen. Na gut, dann mache ich auch hier erstmal wieder einen Schnitt. Und dann geht's damit beim nächsten Mal weiter. Ins Sanitarium müssen wir noch. Also, bis denn!